Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to deliver a topic for subject zoology, class 11th medical. Our today's topic is to discuss about the phylum Chordata, their general characters. Now, so far this phylum is concerned, it is the most advanced phylum and constitutes about 48,100 species, and humans also belong to this phylum. Now, the most important characteristics of this phylum are the presence of a notochord. As you can see in this diagram, this yellow colored structure, a rod-like structure, is notochord. The notochord is a mesodermally derived, solid, flexible, rod-like structure located in the mid-dorsal line. In the mid-dorsal line, that is between the alimentary canal and the narrow cord in embryo. The phylum derives its name from this structure. This notochord persists throughout the life in lower chordates, but in higher ones it is replaced partly or fully in adults by a vertebral column, or which we also call as backbone. Now, the second important character of this phylum is the dorsal hollow narrow cord, shown in these black lines. As you can see, it remains hollow and is located dorsally. Thirdly, the paired gill slits, as you can see here, the paired gill slits. Presence of these paired gill slits is another characteristic of phylum Chordata. And there is a post-anal tail. Here you can see this is the mouth of the alimentary canal. This is the anus, and from this anus to this tip we see it is a post-anal part. It is also called as post-anal tail. Now, this post-anal tail, presence of this post-anal tail is another characteristic feature of the phylum Chordata. Now, in addition to the above these diagnostic characters which we discussed earlier, chordates also retain some other characteristics of their ancestors, such as all chordates have a bilateral symmetry and they are triploblastic. That is, the body organs or the body systems are derived from the three basic germinal layers, that is ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. And also they exhibit an organ system level of organization, and they also have a closed type of circulation with the ventral heart, and have a oxygen transporting pigment, the hemoglobin, present within the orbices. Also, they have a complete digestive system with a mouth and an anus, and possess a tube within tube body plan. Now, reproduction in chordates is only sexual. They lack asexual reproduction, and the sexes are always separate. Okay, these are the most important characters of the phylum Chordata. Now, sometimes a question is asked, usually, to discuss or to write about the comparison of chordates and non-chordates. Now, it is a very important question, you must remember. The differences between chordates and non-chordates. Number first, in chordates, notochord is present, while as in non-chordates, notochord is absent. Secondly, the central nervous system in chordates includes a single dorsal hollow narrow cord, while as the central nervous system in non-chordates includes a double ventral and solid narrow cord. Thirdly, pharynx in chordates is perforated by gill slits, while as in non-chordates gill slits are absent. Also in chordatus, a post-anal tail is present at some stage of the life. A post-anal tail is absent in non-chordatus. And lastly, the heart in chordatus is ventral, and hemoglobin Hb, which we call as Hb, also the oxygen transporting pigment, is present within the RBCs or erythrocytes, while as on the heart is dorsal, and hemoglobin remains dissolved in plasma, not in cells in non-chordates. Okay, now since this phylum Chordata is a very large phylum containing more than 48,000 species, it is classified into different subphyla. And now you can see this phylum Chordata is divided into 3 subphyla. Number 1 is Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Now in Urochordatus, notochord remains confined only in the larval tail. That is why they are called as Urochordatus. While as in Cephalochordatus, notochord extends from head to the tail and persists throughout the life. While as in Vertebratus, this notochord is replaced by vertebral column. Now this subphylum Vertebrata is divided into 2 divisions. Number 1 division is Agnatha, are those animals which lack jaws. They don't have jaws, or we call them as jawless vertebrates. Now the second division is Gnathostomata, that is they bear jaws. Now the class Agnatha constitutes a class known as Cyclostomata, which are characterized by having a circular mouth. Now these Gnathostomata, those animals which bear jaws, are divided into 2 superclasses. Number 1 superclass is Pisces, which are characterized by having pins on their body, and second is the superclass Tetrapoda, which are characterized by having limbs. Now this superclass Pisces is divided into 2 classes. Number 1 is Chondrichthyes, which we also call as cartilaginous fishes, and number 2nd class is Osteichthyes, which are also called as bony fishes with different characters. Now this superclass Tetrapoda, those animals which bear limbs, is divided into 4 classes, distinct classes. Number 1 is class Amphibia, number 2nd is class Reptilia, number 3rd is class Avis, and number 4th is class Mammalia. Now in our next topics we will discuss about the characters of these different classes of vertebrata separately. Until then, goodbye and thank you.